Welcome in. Spreads and Subs Daily Gambling Show. Today is Thursday, June 20th, episode 32 of the program. Today we will be getting into all my favorite bets for the day, as well as my best bets, and talking about how we did on all of our bets yesterday. But before we get into that, quick shout out to Bet Openly for sponsoring the show. Sign up with Bet Openly using the link in the description on YouTube. Deposit at least $50 and DM me proof on Twitter at JReidNBA. That's JREIDNBA on Twitter, and I will be able to enter you into a giveaway for some cash. That's JREIDNBA on Twitter. Screenshot me proof of your $50 minimum deposit on Bet Openly, and I will enter you into a giveaway for some cash. So, yesterday we went pretty good overall, but sadly a push kind of screwed us over. We went 2-3 in the WNBA. We went 4-0-1 in MLB, which puts us at 6-3-1 overall for the day. But our three best bets, we were 1-1-1. So we basically remained around even for Wednesday, and we move on now today to Thursday. On the week we are 4-4-1 with our best bets. So today, usually on the show I come with 10 bets. I cut it down to my favorite 3. Today I only have, how many do I have? I have 8, due to the fact that we are still on only WNBA and MLB. That usually isn't a problem for us, but there was 2 WNBA games today. One of them started 2 hours before the show, so I couldn't give any picks on that one. So we only had one WNBA game. And then the MLB, a ton of teams are traveling today, and a ton of teams are playing the last game in their series super early. So there's only 6 or 7 MLB games that start after the show. So we really only have 8 games to choose from. But I have 8 picks for you today, 2 in the WNBA and 6 in the MLB. And then I will cut it down still to my 3 best bets at the end of the show. So let's start it off here with Liberty minus 14.5 at minus 110. Liberty are one of the hottest teams in the WNBA. They've had the best offense in the WNBA for weeks now. The Sparks just lost Cameron Brink. She's not the biggest factor on this team, but she was a big factor in them being decent defensively. She was averaging 2-point-something blocks a game. The Sparks really struggled to score the basketball overall, and even though the Liberty are an offensive team, they are 4th ranked in defensive rating in the WNBA. I think the Sparks are going to really struggle to score overall in this game. But they do tend to be playing high-scoring games against good offensive teams. But regardless, I think the Liberty blow them out in this game. Give me the Liberty minus 15. And then for the next one, we'll go over-under in this game. Give me the Sparks Liberty over 165.5 at minus 110. I think the Cameron Brink injury, like I said, is really going to affect the Sparks on defense. I think the Liberty are going to have a full-on offensive clinic. I think they're in the 90s this game. The Sparks tend to be in high-scoring games, like I said, when they play great offensive teams, and what better offensive team to play than the Liberty. So I think this ends up being a really high-scoring game and hitting that over 165.5. So those are my 2 WNBA bets. Moving on here to the MLB with Brewers moneyline minus 104. Bryce Wilson's on the mound for the Brewers. He's been good. He has a 3.84 ERA on the year. Mazur is on the mound for the Padres. He's been pretty bad in his 3 starts this year. The Padres are also slipping as a team overall. I believe they've lost 5 of their last 6 games. They're not playing great ball right now at all. Give me the Brewers with Bryce Wilson, who's been a shock for them this year on the mound, at minus 104 on that. And sticking in the NL Central, give me the Cardinals moneyline minus 105. Cardinals had a bad series loss against the Marlins this past week, but they were playing great up until that point. The Giants are an up-and-down team, but they're just not a good team overall. Palante's on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been solid, 4.61 ERA. Wynn is on the mound for the Giants. He's been horrible. He's 0-4 with a 13-plus ERA over the past 2 months. He's been absolutely horrible. I love the Cardinals in this game at minus 105. Sticking in this Giants-Cardinals game, I'm going to go with Giants-Cardinals over 9 runs, too. Like I said, both these teams are hitting it well. Neither pitcher is fantastic. Palante's okay for the Cardinals. He still has a mid-4s ERA. He's probably still going to get hit to some point. And then Wynn, like I said, has been getting absolutely torched for the Giants. I think this game goes way over, so give me the over 9 in this game. The next one here, we got Give me Dodgers, Rockies over 11.5 at minus 115. All three games in the series have gone over this. Usually when a line in the MLB is set this high for the over-under, most of the time in my experience, that game has usually gone over. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, oh, that's way too high. There's no way it could be 11.5, 10.5, and then it goes over every time I bet the under. It's Coors Field on a hot day. That's going to mean a ton of runs. The ball's going to be flying. Give me Dodgers, Rockies over 11.5 at minus 115. Two more MLB picks here. First one we'll go with Royals, A's under 8 total runs, minus 118. Neither of these teams are scoring many runs recently. Lugo is on the mound for the Royals. He's 10-2 with a 2.40 ERA. He's been fantastic. Spence is on the mound for the A's. He's at a sub-4 ERA on the year. He's also been good. Like I said, both these teams are struggling hitting the ball. So give me the under 8 in this game. Man, there's so many. I have so many options here for my three best bets. I don't know what I'm going to go with yet, but we'll move on to my last pick before we get into those best bets. I have the Orioles, Yankees under 8.5 at minus 105. Both these teams have good bats, but phenomenal pitchers on the mound. Gill on the mound for the Yankees. He's 9-1 with a 2.03 ERA. Irvin's on the mound for the Orioles. He's 6-3 with a 3.03 ERA. Both these guys have been completely phenomenal. The Yankees do not hit it super well against lefties, and Irvin is a lefty, so I think that's just another reason this game can go under. But regardless, I'm going to take the good pitching and go under 8.5. So now we move on to our three best bets for the day. First one I'm going to go with out of these 8 is the Brewers money line. Like I said, Padres are kind of on a bit of a slump right now. Bryce Wilson's been great for the Brewers. Missouri for the Padres has just been he's only had 3 starts, but he's been bad in all 3 starts. So I just don't really see how the Brewers lose this game against the Padres. I'm just checking these odds real quick. Cool. That is the last game of the day, too. So, and then my next best bet is going to be the second to last game of the day. Cardinals money line minus 105. Like I said, the Cardinals are coming off a bad series loss against the Marlins, but they're a much better team than the Giants. Win for the Giants has just been absolutely horrible on the mound. Palante's been good enough for the Cardinals to get them through usually when he's starting. So give me Palante and the Cardinals money line as well. So those are my first 2, and then my third one, I'm going to go 3 MLB. It's crazy. I went 3 MLB on Tuesday, didn't do well, went 1 and 2. Went, I think, one or two MLB games yesterday, and I'll go 4-0-1. And we leave a lot of meat on the bone, sadly. But regardless, my third MLB game and my third best bet of the day is Royals A's under 8 at minus 118. Neither of these teams are hitting it well. Lugo for the Royals is phenomenal. Spence for the A's has been really good as well, sub-4 ERA. So give me that. So my 3 best bets for today, Thursday, June 20th, 2024, Brewers money line minus 104, Cardinals money line minus 105, and Royals A's under 8 at minus 118. Thank you all for watching the show. Once again, before we get out of here, quick shout out to Bet Openly for sponsoring the show. Bet Openly has the best odds in the game. Sign up with Bet Openly, hit the link in my description, deposit at least $50, and DM me proof on Twitter at JReedNBA. That's JREIDNBA on Twitter, and I will enter you into a giveaway for some cash. Shout out to Bet Openly for the best odds in the game. We will be back tomorrow for our last show of the week, and a little sneak peek. We might be changing how we do things on the show for next week, but it's still going to be the same schedule Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Central. So